Hey guys, I'm Michael. I'm for TravelCostaRicaNow.com. We're with our medical and dental guru, Johnny. This is the most exciting, maybe video I've made in a long time. It's so cool to maybe be part of something pretty freaking big. So first of all, before we start with you, Johnny, we are about, what, 12 minutes away from La Fortuna?
About.
So we're around the famous Baldy Hot Springs, and there's a lot of hot springs in this area, but that's not the exciting news. So why are we standing in this field? Johnny, let's tell them about how this kind of started, what we're gonna do here, but I'll give you a little hint. This is going to be about 220 homes of assisted living. But let's find out how it happened. And Johnny, thank you, thank you for talking to us. How is this coming about?
Well, Mike, this has been some of a big dream of mine for a long time, but since coming here and an opportunity came up with a particular family member that owns this land.
How much acreage is all this?
This is about 140 hectares.
140 hectares. Let's just go with that's a lot of land.
It's a lot of land. So it's a lot of land, but this is unique because of the fact that they're farmers. So they didn't want to sell it, they didn't want to put it up, they didn't want to do a lot of things that they take nature for just granted.
Right, so they're kind of giving back in a sense of what they're going to do. So the project is assisted living, correct? And is that true about 220 homes?
Actually, 240 homes.
240 homes, oh my God. So I just want to show you guys that this has been Johnny's dream for a long time, because these blueprints are back from 2007. And finally, he's got a team around him that's going to make this happen. This is going to be a thing. We will be making quite a few videos on this process. But let's just talk a little bit about, okay, what's going to be here, who are we trying to attract, and all that.
Well, we're not just trying to attract and put another village together like they have commonly in the States. This is going to be a self-sufficient area that'll have it has its own farm. It'll have its own cattle. If you're a carnivore, it has its own cattle, grass-fed. If you're into chicken, grass-fed chicken, open range. And if you're a vegetarian, it is going to have its own vegetable farm. So it's self-sustained. Now, uniquely about the property, it also has its own water, its own, in particular, its own hot springs. Which
we're going to show, which is another impressive thing that's going to be involved in this whole area, but we're doing that soon. So what are the homes going to start? What's going to be the range of the price of the homes? And what are some of the characteristics of the community and the homes?
The homes themselves, our vision for it was that it's a community that shares. So each home, uniquely, will always have a fruit tree of some kind. My vision that with my father, who passed away, always sharing with the community. So somebody will have an apple tree, somebody will have an orange tree. So everybody will have their own tree to be shared in the community, along with the community gardens.
Right. So, but what about, let's talk about the homes a little bit. What's going to be the price range? How many models are there going to be? Who's this we trying to attract? Is this just gringos from the States? Is this any, what is all this?
We're trying to attract people that care about nature, that want to be with nature, but also have a quality living. A lot of times we have livings, but this is not the faint of heart. This is more for people that want to live a pura vida life, but all the way with good health.
But this is kind of geared toward retirees and assisted living type of, maybe 55 and older.
Yes,
typically,
correct.
Right?
Yeah, typically 55 and over. We're also going to have a community that's for a little bit of younger, you have families, but it'll be apart from the main section. Not because they shouldn't be apart, but I think we should give those that laid the path for us before their space and their place in order.
So it's not like you have to be 55. There will be another section for like families, but
yes, be farther off.
All right. So homes. How much? Yeah.
Homes will range from 140 to $500,000, depending on what it is that you want.
Now, I think we should make clearer, because we had talked about this before, I think one of the reasons the price point's around 140, 150 is so you could also use that to get your residency.
Correct.
for your investment
Correct.
thing.
Correct.
Now, what are some of the cool aspects of this place? What's going to, like the houses, how are they going to be geared toward more of a retiree or maybe people that don't get around as much, you know?
Every house will be made for people with disabilities, regardless if you have disabled or not. It'll be geared for people with disabilities. For the property itself, it's for people with disabilities. So if you have a family member to come visit that can't normally get in, they can get around the property. That's the whole concept of this, not to just give to people that are active, the people that even or if you are at your late stages of life, you can still enjoy this.
Right, and eventually there's going to be a hospital close by, true. I mean, I know that's down the road, and I know, but that's...
Yeah, Michael, since you mentioned it, well, on the same property up further, our plans are to build a hospital in conjunction with this here. So yes, a hospital is in this plans. Thanks, Mike.
I want to make this kind of clear because this is going to be a first video in a series of watching this community take shape, because I can't tell you how many times we've driven around Costa Rica back 10 years ago where people would make those massive gates and sell like they're having a community. They sell lots that never existed and all that. It was kind of almost scamish.
Yes.
That's not this.
No.
So this is going to be, we're just kind of, this is the first video again in a series. We'll be watching this. What is the, I mean, I know a million things. This is bureaucracy and red tape and getting people together and construction. What is your wish list of a time frame?
Wish list for time frame for building is between 3 and 6 months, depending on the building of the facility, whatever home you're getting. But that's a key in hand with appliances.
No, I mean, when will people, okay, we're just looking at pasture land right now.
Right now, pasture land, yes.
When is this going to start?
So the first section of it gets started, it'll be 14 homes at first start, to start the procedure, the planning.
Always thinking medical, aren't you?
Yes, yes. Always thinking that. But it all goes interconnected. They all lead back to the hot springs and areas for recreation.
All right, so, okay, so I'm sorry, you probably just said the answer and I thought I got stung, so I was kind of missing it. So within a year, this will have?
Yes, this will have houses.
Okay, okay, cool. So then so where are you in the process like right now?
Right now, it's in infancy stages of collecting that deposit for the house of being done. It gets put into an escrow account, and from that point, it gets done. The unique thing about Mike right now is that materials are going up so fast, so we buy everything at one time so the house can be built.
Right.
So the last thing I want to do is, we talk about being gringo priced. The price that is said, the price that is to be built, that's what you pay. Nothing else, just like we do on the medical side, this is what you're going to pay here.
All right, guys, I know there's going to be a million questions about this. This is just a basic video, just to kind of show what's going to be happening. I'm very excited to be even part of it. But we're going to walk around because what you're about to see is also going to be included in this community. It's going to come with the community. So your grandkids are going to want to come visit you in your older life.
Let's go. One of the highlights you didn't mention was the vehicle situation.
Oh, the vehicles, yes. Inside the property will be golf carts. If you have a vehicle, there'll be a section for vehicles, but inside the property will be golf carts. We don't want, you can also get run over by a golf cart too, but
it makes it more, I think, even eco-friendly. I don't know,
it's
just
more
something about
eco-friendly. You want to put a little footprint, but less noise. But you're going to have golf carts here. That's what the community, we plan to build inside the community, a pharmacy, an in-house doctor, its own meat market, its own supermarket, everything. So if you want to leave, you can leave. You're open to go to, but all services will be on property.
That's a huge selling point. This is so exciting, but let's go. This is exciting too about what we're going to show them, because
Let's go, Mike.
Cool.
Actually, let me just first show them this best part of it all is that view.
Look at that volcano, man. Dang, that looks good. I don't know how you want to follow us, but
yeah,
I'll follow.
All right, so let's talk, Johnny. Okay, we're getting ready to go into
This, Mike, the area that you're in here now is they have 6 huts here. Another 10 huts are going to be built here for visiting family members. So you can have still your privacy at your home if you got a smaller home, or we've got a bigger family. You're going to have an area here to build on. We're going to build for people that are guests of those here on the property.
So there's going to be more than just these 4.
More of these are 6 huts here. There's going to be another 10 huts here, and as the community grows, we're going to have more for people to be able to stay. Well, when you have more than 130 hectares of space, it's kind of
you can build a hospital.
You can build a hospital.
All right, guys, this is way cool. So this is going to be part of this community. Check out these hot springs.
So each area here has its own level of water, the type of heat that's applied to it from the hot springs. It's an area that's going to be included with the community, so you'll have access to this, and your family members have access to this.
Right, so you got barbecue picnic areas all over here. You got different temperatures of pools. And this is all coming with this community, man. This is the grandchildren are going to want to come, Johnny.
Yep, they're definitely going to want to come. And the unique thing about it, Mike, is that at some point this will be closed off. This will only be private for the community.
So, okay, so I guess we should say right now this is a public place where the public tourists can come in here, but eventually it will be only for the community's use and the guests of the community.
Yes. And all the services, not just medical, but for people to have their kitchen will be on-prem.
Dude, how do you feel about this kind of starting to happen?
Well,
yeah, I mean, you've been working on it since 2007. How's it kind of feel to be the kind of
It's surreal. It's surreal. You know,
does it seem real yet, or are you going to have to see a house?
I got to see a house first. As my roots are, I have to see to believe. So when that first house goes up, that's when I got everything going in my blood.
It's got to be exciting. You guys, we're not trying to sell you anything. All we're trying to do is show a vision and a plan, and if people are interested, that's cool. If you guys want to get a hold of Johnny, go to info@travelcostaricanow.com, mail us, and we'll get it to Johnny. Whatever questions you have, maybe 5 years you want to have a place here, I don't know, but Johnny can answer those questions. And again, we're going to keep making videos.
Yep.
About kind of the process of this.
Yeah, Mike, I can invite you next time. We can go out to the where the cattle's kept, where the future the grass-fed cattle out, so you can see it on the range. Where people actually, it's not organically tainted. It's pure.
I might start back on my carnivore diet.
You never know.
I love it. Hey, let's sign out by over here, the volcano. All right, guys, this is video number 1, the first of, I think, many. This is Johnny. I'm Michael Allen, travelcostaricanow.com. Peace, guys. Hope it helps.